What's up, guys? I actually did not mean to hit the live button early, but here we are. We're early, and it it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I was sitting here doing some things, and I was just getting ready, right? And I thought, you know what? The last time that I tried to go live from Streamlabs, I had I had a problem with my TikTok stream key, right? And so I was like, well, fuck. Okay, so let's try it. And that way, if it backs out, I'll be ready. Well, it didn't back out. It didn't back out. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hi, how you doing? So there's that. So there's that. So there's that then. But it's okay. But it's okay. So, I will say this. I I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Let me go ahead and turn my phone on the silence. Um, I wanted to give you guys like just a little bit of an update. So the other day when I had to kind of get off of the Six Roads readings, I not that I'm trying to tell somebody's business, okay, but my moderator Donna lost her mom, and so my friend needed me. So I appreciate all of you guys that have let me kind of pause the rest of those six road reads. Donna has been a moderator and a friend of mine for years now at this point. And, you know, I never got to meet her mom in person, but I've spoken to her mom on the phone repeatedly. And while her mom has been in the hospital for a very long time. And so when she would have a procedure, she would always say, you know, oh my God, I saw Bodhi. And, you know, Donna would ask, you know, can you just check on my mom and make sure that she's okay, right? And so when she passed the other day, my friend needed me. So I appreciate you guys being so cool. So what I thought I would do, because I had originally rescheduled the rest of the six road reads for Monday. And then headache, it was great. So I couldn't even function, much less, what is up with my hair right there? Much less anything else. Well, today, thanks to my moderator, Carlin, over on YouTube and her lovely, I like, he sent me a voice message earlier and he was like her partner, her pet. I don't know. It was just hilarious. So thanks, Mike. Big shout out to Mike. Because guess what? My fucking internet is fixed. My internet is fixed. So look at no lagging. Look at no lagging. I'm just saying, look at no lagging. So it's great. But tonight we're gonna start with the people that are on my list first. The first hold please. And I can tell you. The first about 35. About 35. And I'm going to tell you who you are. Cindy, Paris, Vanessa F, Stephanie C, Lori T, Heather B, Rena, Brett. You guys are all the first on my list tonight. Because these reads were the same, they were the same price and basically the same thing. I'm just not pulling a card. I want to get you guys knocked out first because y'all were so awesome and so kind. And so I know there was like no warning that I was going to do this and I'm sorry. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that's what's going to go on first. So what these are, the 100 doors, you get one question and I will give you one sentence answer. From there, like that's why these are so cheap. Because it's not just going to be a yes or no. Okay. Now, obviously, can you please tell me how to do a full jar to put my ex, you know, put his ass in a sling or something like that? Yes, I can if you message me. That's going to be my answer. I mean, to be honest, like that. So don't come at me with questions like that. Okay. I will say also that if you do not follow me on YouTube, you absolutely should. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all of the things you absolutely should. I found out yesterday, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, that I had a video blow up on Instagram and Facebook. My Facebook followers, because let's just face it, like TikTok is hard enough to keep up with, and then trying to keep up with YouTube on the same on the same. I don't pay a lot of attention to Facebook. Not that I don't love you, Facebook. Okay. Not that I don't love y'all over there, but I just don't. And so when I had 2 videos blow up on each one. And when those blew up, my followers on Facebook doubled within 2 days. I was like, holy shit. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. So and on Instagram I gained several thousand as well. Like, y'all are phenomenal. So I love each and every one of you, but I wanted to thank you guys for that. And then I also wanted to make sure that y'all kind of had a little bit of an update things and go from there. And then when I was getting ready for this live, I just got to tell you guys something funny. When I was getting ready for this live, 2 funny things. So I have this wrap on, right? And it's really cool. It's linen. It's lightweight. Okay. Well, you see this right here, right? Looks great. Is not great. I had to film a video. Every time I have walked by a doorknob today, pajam, every time I have tried to come out of a door and shut the door behind me, such as the bathroom or my front door, pajam, I shut this thing because it's really, 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 really long. Okay. It's really, really long. So, you know what? I bet I have every one of those fucking things on camera. I'm going to have to pull them because they're funny. It's like that. It's fucking stupid. And so I'm sitting here getting ready, caught myself on my chair, repeatedly caught myself on my own fingers. And now I remember why I don't wear this thing. Questioning my adult life choices, but it's okay. And so I was looking and I'm like, what's up with my hair? What's in my hair? I started freaking out a minute. I'm like, what's in my hair? Yeah, bitch, that's because you're getting old. It's because you're getting old. That's your normal hair color there. Yeah. Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, oh, what? I legit was like, oh God, what happened? It's because I'm old. It's great. I love it. We're just going to own it. We're going to go from there. And I'm so glad to see that everybody is like, the connection is great. So I'm just super happy. I'm just super happy. I'm happy. You're happy. Everybody's happy. And it's great. And it's glorious. And so we're going to get with the shit. We're going to get with it. So I may pepper these in. I don't know because I've got like 6 for Cindy. I've got like several for several people and so on. But let's see here. Let's see here. So Cindy H, your very first one it's choose one for me. It's choose one for me. We're gonna pause on that one for a minute. Those are a little harder. Protection. That's the next one up. Protection. So if it's general protection, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's your one sentence answer. I will say for this. Oh no, it's doing the thing. It's lagging over there on TikTok. How is it on YouTube? Before I get started, let's start there. How is it on YouTube? Because I will say that I checked some stuff before I got on, and everything is solid on my end for once. Everything is super solid on my end for once. I have noticed because I've been scrolling live streams and visiting some people and, so on. If you're in the United States and you go live and you're in the spiritual persuasion, the live streams have been fucking horrible. They have been absolutely horrible. They have been horrible. I've noticed that my friends that are in the UK or Ireland or Scotland, not a problem. Not a problem. But here, all the spiritual people, lagging. So, all right. We ready, Cindy? Protection. You need to be looking at your bags. You need to be looking at your bags, Cindy. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You need to be looking at your bags. It's going to be so hard for me to keep this format. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know because it's hard for me to just give one sentence answers. Spiritual growth. Stuck in a loop again. So everybody on YouTube is saying that it is glorious over there. Y'all make sure you follow me on YouTube as well. So yeah, there's no reason it should be lagging on TikTok. Like absolutely none. Absolutely none. So all right. Cindy, spiritual growth. Putting one foot in front of the other and trying to step around every single flower is only causing your path to be longer. Purpose. You're so many things at once, and that is why you can't figure out one single purpose, because you don't have one. Jesus fucking shit Christ. All right, so that is gonna be a heart attack in a. How many of y'all just jumped through the whole fucking air? I can't get it to shut up either. Oh, Jesus H. Jesus all the way. Jesus all the way. What in the fuck? And it's off. And it's off. No, it 100% is my sensor, but it's on a new phone, and it's a new sensor, and it already hurts. I gotta figure out how to turn that bitch down. I gotta figure out how to turn that bitch down. And my ringer was off and my volume was down. And no, that cannot fucking be a thing. That cannot. We're all gonna calm down. We're all gonna calm down. I'm gonna see if I can turn this fucking thing off. Jesus. Jesus. I can't. We're gonna figure that out later. And when I tell you guys that my whole heart is now like, huh, 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 huh. You know what's great? Zeus is deaf, so he just barely heard that. So he's like doing this. The cat, oh, cat's not in here, but yeah, he just barely looked up. He just barely looked up. Jesus. Just think, the people that are going to watch this later on YouTube have no idea that's coming. They have no idea that's coming. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. So everybody watching on YouTube is going to be like, "Wah!" in the comments. It's going to be glorious. Jesus. So I've had my sensor on this arm for 2 weeks. I put it back here on the back. It's already kind of hurting a little bit. That usually means it's going to fail. I at this point kind of know anytime I put it on my left arm, it's not going to do great. But that was so abrasive that my entire brain hurts like a motherfucker. So that was great. That was fun. That was fantastic. So I'm going to pepper some of these in so that way I'm not reading for the same person over and over. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't want it to fuck up. Like, I don't want it to fuck up. We'll just say that. I don't want it to fuck up. Okay. So Cindy, I'm going to I'm going to finish purpose and then we're going to go from there. You have so many purposes that if you are just looking for one purpose, you are going to try to put yourself in one box, and that's not going to ever be feasible. One purpose doesn't fit Cindy. Like 9 purposes fits Cindy. Okay. So first on my list for tonight for the 100 doors is joy. Joy P. Will I complete all of the projects that I have? Do you want the actual answer? No. You have time for 6. I mean, that's better than 1. It's better than 1. Thank you guys for all the gifts and all of the things that you're sending on TikTok and YouTube. I appreciate you. I spent my last few evenings, so any gifts that I've gotten lately, I've just been giving them right back to smaller creators. And any gifts that y'all have sent lately, I've been going into other creators where they only have like 5 or 6 people in their room and dropping a galaxy or some jellyfish. Those are my 2 favorites. I love the jellyfish. And just making their entire days. And so yeah, just so you guys know, I've made a whole bunch of new friends and it's been great. All right. Natalia W. Do I move to another state? No, you just move 4, 5 blocks away. I don't know why. Has to be 4 or 5 blocks, but no, not yet. The answer is no, not yet. We'll say that. No, not yet. See, this is why this is going to be really hard for me. When I read that question out loud, the first thing I saw was a grid and you going, blah, blah, blah. I will say it's to the north. I will say it's to the north. I love that I have Cindy next and I have Cindy over there. Cindy's first one. Why do I always hear things as I'm falling asleep? Because they're swirling around you before your eyes ever close, and you only can see them and hear them when you finally close your eyes and relax, and your optical nerve is kind of shut off for a little bit so your brain and your ears can pick them up. And her second question is, and when I try to focus to get answers, it's quiet. Don't focus. When you focus, it jacks up the connection. It would be like if you're trying to fine tune an antenna that is already in the perfect position. Sometimes there are no answers to be given. Sometimes it's literally just the voices and you acknowledging that you hear them, see them, etc. Here I said that I was going to go back and forth. Come on, man. There we go. Get over here. Lori T is from the 6 Roads, so she's next. Spiritual growth. This is the weirdest answer that I can possibly fucking give you. But keep looking for the purple and blue, only when it has the white in it, not when it has the silver in it. You're looking for the wrong colors, therefore you're looking for the wrong thing, therefore you're looking for the wrong path, therefore you're walking down a road that you don't feel comfortable on or feel like you belong on because it's the wrong road. How often are we going to do the 100 doors? Every Wednesday. I felt like it would be a great one to do every Wednesday, so that's what we're going to do. Because it's one that's super easy. I can do it when I'm traveling. I can do it when I'm out and about. Sometimes it will be from the Cathedral of the Reliquary, and that'll be fun. In fact, next week it'll be from the Reliquary. So, just saying. Lori T, I'm going to do your prosperity one next. I'm skipping healing and love, and we'll do those here in a minute. So, Lori T, this is your prosperity from your 6 road readings. As soon as I started focusing on that, all I could see is leaves, like the big, 5-pointed leaf, like a maple leaf, bright green everywhere. So look at where things can branch out, vine out, and grow instead of you trying to force a new leaf or a new branch to grow. I think that you might be trying to make more when what you already have is exactly what you're supposed to have for you to be able to move forward. Fran is next. So I'm not going to read your whole question because it's very personal. So I'm just going to say this. What will happen after this event? And you know what event I'm talking about. What will happen after this event? You'll actually be happy. I mean, that's the short answer. You'll actually be happy. Where you are right now is not where you need to be happy. And it's why you cannot seem to be happy. And it's why everything seems to continue to go wrong, because instead of taking the time to go in the right direction, the comfort has been easier. So you will actually be happy. It will take you a few months, but you will actually be happy. So I would look at this event as something that inherently at the end of the day is good. Doesn't seem good now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would like for you to work. All right. Jennifer A is next. Don't you go off, because if you go off again, I don't know that the old heart can take that. So I'm going to need you to mind over there. All right. Jennifer A is next. Are the changes being considered within my department truly the solution to my current burden? No. The short answer is no. It is a management issue. It is not a you issue or really anyone else issue. And it is 3 people in the management, not even one in particular, because all 3 of them cannot get on the same page. And when they cannot get on the same page, then everybody else is miserable because they're giving conflicting information constantly. I think that the changes that are considered right now will help tremendously, but until whatever this communication issue is, it won't fix the entire problem. I'm gonna add one little side note. I know this is the longest run-on sentence ever. I'm gonna add one little side note to that. It is just one single person, and it is the one single person in management that, I'm gonna say this very kindly, has the least amount of hair on the old top knot. The one that has the least amount of hair, that one, literally like Homer Simpson. I don't, anyway, that one right there is actually doing this on purpose. So let that sink in. All right. Rena U is next. And she is from the 6 roads reading. So hers is prosperity. It's funny, as soon as I took the deep breath and kind of, channeled a little bit, it was like, when you see all the things, if somebody was holding money and flipping it like that, and it just like, that's what I saw. Um, Girl, you're on the right path. You're on the right road. You're walking the line you're supposed to walk. Don't question the process. I know that sometimes the process is not exactly what we think it should be or what we think it is, and the process sometimes takes fucking forever, but I can tell you that 6 months will make a huge difference in what you think about everything right now. So keep going straight, keep the path, and don't exit yet. Just stay put. All right. Stephanie C. Purpose and love for you. So we're actually going to do love first. Are you ready? We're going to do love first. Selfishly, this is not your answer, but selfishly, I want to tell you to be okay with you first. But the actual answer that I'm going to give you, or the actual key that I'm going to give you, is this. Um, Take it for how you want to. Um, you need to be looking at things that look like lizard skin, bright green with dark green on the outside. I don't know if this is the person you're looking for as like an outfit, a cosplay, their game character. I don't know. But this is somebody that, yeah, the eyes match the scales. We'll say that. The eyes match the scales. Um, we'll we'll just say that. We'll just say that. Why y'all gotta be weird? No, I'm just kidding. You're not weird. You're not weird. You're not weird. All right. All right, Stephanie. So, purpose. Just sit. Your whole purpose right now is just sit. And if that means to be stubborn, be stubborn. If that means to not get up, don't get up. If that means to just breathe, breathe. If that means to take a pause, take a pause. Your whole purpose right now is just to sit. The rest of your purpose will come later. All right. Lauren Lowry, who is on my list for a key this evening. And I didn't mean to give your entire last name, but I did. How do you improve? How do you improve that? Okay. I'm not going to read it. So if you guys have a question on here that's a little personal or something like that, I'm just going to let you know. I'm probably not going to read the entire question, but you know what you wrote, right? I see you, you see me. All right. How do you improve that? Oh, you're going to love this answer. You are going to love this answer. Are you ready? Are you ready? Girl, go shopping. Shirts. Go shopping. Shirts. Shoes. Go shopping. Go shopping. Take mom with you. All right, Stephanie, let's do your other one. And I know it's choose one for me, but pick up the book, Stephanie. Pick up the book, the one that is the yellow hardback. I don't know which book that is, but pick up the book. Actually, it's not bright canary yellow. It's like an older yellow. I don't know if this is a vintage book or if it's a book that you just had kind of wanted to get, or whatever. Pick up the book. Pick up the book. It's important. You need it. Quit procrastinating. And you're gonna have to check in with me and apparently everyone now about the lizard issue in the scales. I will say that it's like every time I look at your name now, it's like cartoon green, right? Like cartoon green with dark around it, and I can just see like a patch, like that's it. So you're gonna have to let us know what that entails, ma'am. Ma'am. All right. So let's see here. We're gonna finish Cindy's. So we have healing for Cindy. This is from the Sixth Road Reads. And I'm jumping all over the place, so I won't even be able to write the list correctly. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You might like this answer and you might not like this answer. And if you don't like this answer, remember that I love you. Okay, Cindy. Okay, Cindy. Health. Take your vitamins, eat your greens. I think that, first of all, this cannot be misconstrued as medical advice. Okay, I'm just saying. It is not medical advice. I am not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. Um, take your vitamins, eat your greens. I think that you are doing a lot to keep track of you and keep track of everyone else. And I think as long as you realize that you are the key part of you and you need to make sure that you are doing good because you can't help anybody else if you're on the floor, that right there, start taking better care of Cindy. Everybody else can be second for just this little bit for the rest of your life. Just saying, just saying, just saying, just saying, just saying. All right. I'm going to do your prosperity next, Cindy. When I look at prosperity next to your name, all I see is blue, like this really bright, pretty, like middle of the road, neon-y color blue. So pay attention to where your money is going and where it's coming from that has to do with that particular color. And when I say where it's going, I don't think that it's going where it's supposed to go with that blue color. Um, and what's interesting is blue, you're going to see blue in a lot of different companies and medical places and, things like that. So just pay attention. It's a very bright, bright, middle of the road blue. I mean, I don't, does this look turquoise tonight on YouTube? Yeah, it's a little more blue than that. So pay attention to where your money is going specifically when it has to do with that color. All right. Sarah F is next. She's on my list for tonight. Will I ever get to move to Savannah, Georgia? No, not right now. It's going to be a very long time. 13 years. Jesus. Okay. But from me personally, after that just came out of my face, don't stop working toward it though. Don't stop working toward it. The roadblocks keep happening because it's not time yet. Damn. I don't know. Maybe that'll take some stress off you. Maybe it takes some stress off you. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Rebel H. Oh, why? You gotta have such a brilliant, glorious question. Rebel H. What is the most important pattern to be rid of this dark super new moon on Sunday? Don't hate me. I love you. Ego is not your friend. Imposter syndrome is not your friend. And neither are 3 of the people that you're hanging around with in the paranormal communities. So watch your butt. So watch your butt. Who you hanging around? Who you hanging around? So I don't hang around them. Like, who you hanging around? All right then. And you know what? I don't even think it's your ego that I'm talking about. So let me just say that. Let me clarify that. So you're not like, oh, my feels are hurt. By the way, I didn't realize that I hurt so many people's feelings all the time. Like, I guess in a good way. I don't know. Does it help that I hurt my own feelings? Does that help? Does that help? I'm just saying. Just saying. But yeah, I've had like 3 or 4 people tell me that like, no, I'm ready for you to hurt my feelings. And not just with Sunday sermon. All right, Cindy. I have choose one for me from the 6 roads. Do you remember the Lisa Frank stuff in the 80s, Cindy? You should see if you can find yourself a coloring book, especially with a lot of hearts in it. I don't know what it is about hearts that make me feel like you need to go sit and color some hearts, especially with that little blonde girl. I don't know what that is or who that is, but you need to go sit down and color some hearts, multiple colors. Just saying. All right, love for Cindy. And then that finishes Cindy out on my 6 road reads. Sometimes love comes in very, very small packages, Cindy, and it doesn't even have to do with you or romantic things or significant others or whatever. Sometimes love comes in the smallest, most amazing, glorious packages, and you never even realized that that existed. Just saying. I'm glad you knew who the little blonde girl was. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right. Lori T from the 6 Roads readings. Healing. Oh, I love you. I want you to remember that first, Lori. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. It's time to do the shadow work, even though you don't want to do the shadow work. And I know that you don't want to do the shadow work, but I promise if you get through it really quickly, then bam, you'll be like straight up. And I love you with love. As Sass would say, with love. With love. All right, so now let's do love for Lori because I mean I feel like she's sending me dagger eyes. So let's now do that. Let's now do that. Oh, Rebel knew exactly what I was talking about. Okay. You should send me a message. You should send me a message so that way we all on the same page. Because I know Sassy in that message over there too. All right. Lori T, love. Ma'am. You, I hope you like this answer. I'm going to enjoy giving you this answer. Go own the cougar title, ma'am. Go own it. Go own it. The black skirt, the leopard print, the things, go own it. Go own the cougar title. Go own the cougar title. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right, so I have Vanessa F. I'm going to do both of yours from the other day. Choose one for me and love. All right, you ready? So we're going to choose one for me first. Ma'am, grow the baneful herb garden. You can do a baneful herb garden right there in your house on the windowsill. You can do a baneful herb garden right outside. Do the baneful herb garden. Just say Be careful, obviously. Just saying. Be careful. But even if it's just plastic ones, I'm just saying, is somebody really going to know the difference until they get up close? Probably not. All right. Love for Vanessa F. Don't hate the play, hate the game. Walk your own path for a little bit. Let everyone else sit on the wayside, especially when it comes to love, your heart, and where you're going. Walk your own path for just a little bit. Tell everybody to fuck off. Money can buy you the dinner that you actually want, and a movie or a fuzzy blanket and new plants. So tell everybody else to fuck off for a little bit. Don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. I don't know if you're attached or not. Even if you are attached, don't stress about it. They can go sit over there on their rocking chair on the porch, just like you can sit over there in your rocking chair on the porch. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. The second one for Fran. Ready? Should I? Okay. Should you still enroll in the school district or go elsewhere? Don't move them. Stay in the same place. Moving is going to be at the edge of that school district, and you'll have a choice, and let them make that choice. But for right now, let them stay in the same place. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. All right. I have Lisa J. I have 2 for Lisa. First one, spiritual path. Sunshine. You are so much sunshine to so many things and so many people. And I specifically had to say things first and people second. You are so much sunshine to so many things and people. And I think you realize it, but you don't realize it because you cut yourself down thinking that you're not seeing, feeling, etc., the thing that you're really feeling. But you literally are the sunshine. That makes sense. Question number 2. Creative artistic path or healer path? Why can't you do both? Is there a reason that you can't do both? And that's not a question for me. That's a question for you. I would suggest sitting down and really thinking about it. Why can't you do both? Because I don't think that that's an either or question. I think that that is a yes question. Healer path or creative artistic path? Yes. Yes. That's the answer. Yes. Yes. And then I would say, just from me in general, maybe a hybridization of the things that you do and the things you want to do. You know, just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. All right. It didn't do the thing. There we go. It didn't. Okay, it was probably user error. It was probably user error. Earlier, Carlin's lovely pet Mike helped with the internet, with the intro web is, and when I moved my modem, my router, whatever the fuck, and suddenly my speed went way up, then I felt stupid. So when I do things like that, and y'all take a page from the book, okay? Y'all take a page from the book. I blame it on Mandy. Okay. If y'all have not been following me for very long, you've never heard me say this or whatever. So my government name be Mandy, right? And I always love when some people are like, Mandy, I know you're real. I don't give a fuck. I don't hide that my real name is Mandy. I just don't like it. I just don't like it, right? The Barry Manilow song is glorious. That's where I got my name from. But I just don't like it. I like Bodhi much better. Anyway, so when something goes wrong, so when I forget shit, when I forget shit in my suitcase, when I fuck something up, when I put the router in the wrong place, that's Mandy's fault. Fucking Mandy. So it's like a joke. It's like a joke between me and Sass. I'll be like, fucking Mandy. And she's like, what'd she do now? Like, she fucking didn't pack my suitcase, or she fucked this up, or whatever. So yeah. So I mean, just take a page from the book of Bodhi, because, and then I always joke and I'm like, I can't even fire her because she fucking knows the owner. I think she's related to him. Like, I just make a joke out of it, right? Because then it makes me feel better about being stupid. Like, it was fucking Mandy that tried to plug something into an outlet and got the shit shocked out of me. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, I had someone this weekend try to act like they knew something because they knew my name. I don't care. I don't even care, dude. Like, I don't hide it. I just don't like it. It is hard when you live with the owner. It's hard. I think they might be sleeping in the same room and shit, man. Fucking Mandy. Okay, anyway. Come on, that's funny, and you know it. Laugh. All right. Paris is next, and I know that I have questions for today for you, Paris, but I'm going to do these first, and then I'm curious to see if they coincide here in a minute with what you've asked. So I haven't even looked at your questions yet, okay? So from the six road reads, I have protection, prosperity, and choose one for me. So I'm going to save choose one for me to after. Okay. So we're going to do protection and then prosperity. And then I'm going to do your other two. And then we're coming back to the choose one for me. Because I have a feeling the choose one for me is going to be like an add-on to one of the other ones. Okay. Protection, ma'am. Pepper, 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 pepper. The full peppercorns are phenomenal for workings. The full peppercorns are phenomenal for the corners of your house. The full peppercorns are glorious and they just look great just sitting in a fucking jar. Flake pepper is also phenomenal for underneath your doorstep, for underneath your mat, for underneath your bed, for underneath all the things. I'm just saying, you can't have too much. You can't have too much. See, Apple Core gets it. I go by my middle name and put bad stuff on my first name. See, and it works, doesn't it? I'm just saying, it works. It works. All right, prosperity for Paris. You learned a long time ago, like what, a year ago, 2 years ago, how to do the right things to be prosperous. And I mean witchy things, not normal muggle things. I mean witchy things. You learned the right things to do already, and you just haven't been doing them. The universe is waiting on your magical little ass to do the things. All the prosperity is sitting there. You just have to do the things. Just saying. Now I can't wait to see what your question is. Or did I not have you on here? Did I not have you on here? Did I not? Let me refresh. Because I could have sworn I saw you. Maybe I just saw you on that. Maybe I just saw you on that one. It happens. My brain be cross-eyed. I guess I did just have you on that one. What? Okay, well, I'm just ridiculous. So, fucking Mandy fucked up. Fucking Mandy fucked up. So we're going to do the choose one for me for Paris T. I feel like this has to do with a person in your life, but it's not a love relationship type person. It's one of those, it's complicated type things, but I literally don't think that it's relationship love type of thing. But this is someone of the opposite sex. Dude, the reason that you feel wrong is because there is something mega wrong there and you need to steer clear of that. No friend, no friend zone, no relationship, no work friend, no nothing. You need to steer all the way to left field and then go to left field again and then keep on going until Jupiter. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. The reason that your gut screams red flag is because there's a rap sheet of red flags there. So I'm going to need you to protect yourself there, home chicken. Okay. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Heather B. I'm going to do Heather and then Brett, and that finishes up the 6 road readings. And then the rest of them are purely one door, one key. So Heather B, I have you for, there we go. The healing. I'm actually going to ask you to do this. And I may have to have a reminder for this. I'm actually going to ask you to do this, Heather. This is a loaded thing. This is a loaded question for you. And it actually has to do with 2 things simultaneously. And I would love for you to kind of reach out to me. And I'm going to ask Sass or Denise. Oh, good. There you are. I'm going to ask you to reach out to me. And I'm going to ask Sass or Denise to remind me over the next couple of days that if I haven't answered you yet, I need to, because I feel like this is a very complicated issue. And like I said, I feel like it's 2 specific things. I feel like it is a physical thing. I also feel like it is something that you think is a spiritual thing, but it's not. And I would like for you to reach out to me, because I feel like it's a big, massive thing, and you don't know which way to go, which way to turn, etc. So does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm actually going to leave yours unchecked. So my brain goes, wait, why is one not checked? Okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense. Like when I took the deep breath and kind of, I sound crazy when I say this, but some of you guys are going to understand perfectly. I take the deep breath, I kind of pull in the energy, the information, whatever, and then I literally like see it right here in my mind's eye. And so when I saw that, it was like you continually like doing this, like just like this, like not knowing which way to go, where to turn. Do you go backwards? Like, so yeah. And I know Brett has 2 of these, and one is for him and one is for his roommate. So Brett, I'm going to do the roommate first, just letting you know. And I don't know if Brett is here or not. I've been sitting in this chair all day, and so now it's ADHD time, because we gotta pull the leg up, because it's ADHD. It's ADHD time. All right, Brett. So we're gonna do roommate first. Sass, Heather B. So we're doing roommate first. Please forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's Jordan, yes? Wear the hat. And I'm going to say it this way, and I don't understand why I'm saying it this way, but you might. Wear the hat. Be the pink. And this is like hot fucking pink. Neon 80s fucking pink. Be the pink. Don't take no for an answer. And barbed wire is your friend. Barbed wire is your friend. Okay. And then for the Bretifer, protection sometimes is letting go of the things that you've been holding on to the most. And it sucks. Just saying. Sometimes protection is literally letting go of everything. Doesn't mean free fall. Doesn't mean free fall. Just means letting go of everything. Trying to keep my leg from falling off the chair, not off of me. Calm down. I love this chair so much. Somebody asked about it the other day. I need to put it on my Amazon thing. It was like, I want to say $159. Sat in the box for like 4 weeks because I forgot that I had it, and then my nephew built it for me. Y'all, when I say that it's one of the most comfortable things, I love it. I love it. It's got all the squishy things. It's got the side things. It's got the squishy things. Yeah, yeah. All right. Patty S is next. And now we're back on the one door, one key. So let me close that one out. Patty, what can I look forward to now that I have started this new book? Renewed sense of energy, renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of taking off as someone else beside the old Patty. What kind of book you writing? What kind of book you writing? Inquiring Bodhies want to know what kind of book you writing. All right, Toys, are you ready? I love that you just were like love and career. All right. This is going to be the weirdest answer, which it's great. They're both intertwined. Stop looking in. We're going to start with career first because it's a 3-part thing. They're both intertwined. Stop looking in the same career aspects that you have always been looking in. Girl, take your ass to the big city. Go be the Wolf of Wall Street, whatever it is that you have been dreaming about doing. Take your ass to the city. Go play in the tall buildings, get the dream job. You are going to find as you move up the ladder that the love aspect comes intertwined with that. Love has black hair, by the way. Just saying. Very, very pretty black hair. Not the blue black hair, but the black hair that shines like with the silver sheen. Does that make sense? Like when it's in the light and it has kind of like a silver, you know what I'm talking about? Like a silver halo. Just saying. Just saying. Bodhi approved. Bodhi approved. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like I have a lot of friends who are Choctaw. I have a lot of friends who are Cherokee. And I've noticed that like there's 2 sheens to that really gorgeous thick black hair. I also have a lot of friends who are like Indian from India. And I've noticed that like it doesn't matter what ethnicity it is. Some of the gorgeous black hair has that bluish tint to it when the light hits it, and then some it's like silver sheen obsidian. I'm glad you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like silver sheen obsidian. It's the only way I can explain it. My friend Billy in Seattle had a friend named Wendy, and oh, now I don't remember what tribe Wendy belonged to, but Wendy had the gorgeous black hair, and she had it cut in kind of like the 1990s like wolf cut thing back then, and she had the silver obsidian sheen to hers. It was so fucking pretty. It was so fucking pretty. I'm glad y'all know what I'm talking about. You don't think I'm crazy. Crazy. All right, Kristen J. Will my one hope come to pass? No. You are putting your hope in the wrong thing, and it's only going to disappoint. Girl, why you gotta make me tell you no? Why you gotta make me tell you no? Why y'all gotta make me give you the hard answers? And it's not even that you need to tweak your words either. It's just your hope is in the wrong thing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Kristen is never, ever going to watch me again. She's gonna be like, look here. No. No. Donna, I saw that you said you accidentally got on next week's. Do you want me to put you on this week's and do you want me to just move you? I don't mind. Like if you'd like me to do them now and I could just move you. It's up to you. I don't know if she's still here. All right, we're going to do Nikki F and see if Donna shows back up. Now you're afraid for yours. All right, Nikki, ready? Will Stevie and I reconcile? Will we get back together? Why you gotta make me answer these? Yes, but it's going to be very short-lived. It's going to be great for about 3 days, and it's going to be very short-lived, and then it's going to be even worse and blow up even harder. So the problem is it's also inevitable. So even if you were to say, I don't want to do this right now, and you're like, okay, well, that changes my mind. And so now maybe that's on the back burner. Even if you put it on the back burner, it's going to happen in 5, 10, 15 years. It doesn't fucking matter. You have to spend those 3 days because those 3 days show you what was actually broken inside of you and not just with the relationship. So it's up to you. I don't think that this is going to be an immediate thing. I think that this will be a couple months down the road. So the quickest that this would happen will be a couple months down the road. It isn't an aha moment, if that makes sense. Emily C. Do I keep my current path or look for a new road? Girl, look for all the roads. The yellow brick road goes like this in 900 directions. Look for all the roads because you right now do not need to keep yourself on one single road. The fact that you are trying to keep yourself on one single road, you are missing so much shit. You are missing so much shit. Just saying. So you are right to be afraid. I mean, I don't know if afraid is the right word, but you are so welcome, Emily, honey. Is that what you needed to know? As soon as I kind of took that breath, what I saw was like, there's a part in Wizard of Oz where they're standing at the edge of the yellow brick road and they can see or at the edge of the forest and they can see the yellow brick road going down like that. And instead of seeing just the one, I saw like 9 go out and all of them have sunshine. So all of them. All right. Amy L. What should I be directing my magic and or gifts toward? Plants, gardening, outside, grounding. I'm going to say it this way, and I think you're going to know exactly what I mean. Dirt's your friend. Dirt's your friend, Amy. But what do you need to be putting your magic toward? Plants. Plants. Good night, Lori, honey. And I'll let you take that where you want to. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, you did that today? So did your jaw kind of hit the floor a minute? When I said plants. It did. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. What's up? I see you over there, Rosie Poe. I love you. I love you. I want to say this. I see so over there in my TikTok um comments is it's which Guinevere Rose. So early this morning, I was up an hour before my alarm went off because I'm usually up really late and I let my ass sleep in a little bit, right? So for some reason, and it wasn't even because I had to pee. I just woke up. Vlad was even snuggly. I had a little black kitty, like all snuggle, right? He was being so nice and actually halfway purring. His purring is broken. Um, but I'm like scrolling, and I'm gonna have to spend a lot more early mornings on TikTok because I went in your live stream. I went in a couple of other creators, a couple in the UK. Well, let me say a couple in England, one in Scotland, and like four in Ireland. I had no idea that so many of y'all watch me. I had no idea. I had no idea. And like only one of them, I went in and I was just like, oh my god, I love your background, or I love those cards, or I love your hair, or whatever, or dropping gifts, and they were all like, oh my god, is that the actual blue Bodhi, or is it like a scammer? And I'm like, wait, how do you know who I am? Like, how do you know who I am? How do you know who I am? And so I had no idea. So Sass, we're gonna have to take a trip over there. I'm just saying there, I feel like I love it. So I'm just gonna say this, guys. For those of y'all in the United States, get your asses up early. Get your asses up early. Grab some coffee or some tea or some pop or whatever, and get your ass on the TikTok and just watch all of the like English, Scottish, and Irish feeds. All the witchy witches over there, because they're fucking awesome. And I feel like we should all be connecting instead of like so far apart. So yeah, but Rose there. It was cracking me up. Dude, she has the best laugh. You have the best laugh. Like you were the first one I came across this morning. Starting my day off with hearing you laugh was just it was just it was just glorious. It was just glorious. It started my whole morning off right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, yeah, for those of y'all in the United States, go and show some love to our fellow witchy poos over in England and Scotland and Ireland, especially Ireland right now with everything going on over there. So go show them some love. Go show them some love. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry at all. You won't be sorry. And not just because they all have amazing laughs. I think all witches have amazing laughs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You ever heard a witch with a bad laugh? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Because I'm sure we can come up with one or two, but that might be it. Like, think about that. Think about that. Oh, see, look, there's Northern Ireland. I need to come over there. I'm going to like my goal is to come for my 50th birthday. Because I actually have a lot of family in Ireland. I can't say the area right. I'm gonna myrtleize it, so let me not try. It's like Connach. But it's like down on the bottom, kind of where it bows out. I have a lot of family there, and then my like biological dad, so tons and tons of cousins and stuff. And then my dad who adopted me here has his mom, my grandma that just passed away in November. She has family that they have a very large estate, and they actually have a really cool Airbnb that you can stay at. And the main estate house, I want to say it's up closer to Dublin, I think, but I'm only like 70% sure. But the main manor house is a museum, and so you can go in the museum. And so I want to go. I want to go. I want to go do that. I want to go do that. And then I follow several tattoo artists in Scotland. Like, oh, the horror of getting a tattoo in Scotland by Lady Valkyrie tattoos. Like, oh no, the horror of getting a tattoo by Miss Cherry J that I have followed for years. Like, oh no, no, not that. And then, oh no, the horror of going and meeting all the witches over there in England, and like, oh no. I think that sounds terrible. Sounds terrible. And if I go, Sass and I are going to take all you guys with us. So you're coming, bitches. I'm just saying, you're coming. Whether you like it or not. You know. You're coming. All right. Fran, I have another one. What career path should you take? I don't know why, but the very first thing I saw was a net. The very first thing I saw was a net, but it's white, like white nylon, not fishing. Okay, I'm not saying fishing. What I'm going to say is this. Set a whole bunch of different things out into the world. Set out a whole bunch of different feelers, different vibes, and then literally cast the net and reel it in and see what pulls in. I think that right now there are so many different things that you could do, should do, want to do, etc. And I think any one of them is going to make you happy in this moment and be a catalyst towards where else you want to go. Does that make sense? All right. Patty S. Ready? Love/partnership soon? Question mark. Are you going to hate me if the answer is no? Are you going to hate me if the answer is no? You're looking at least 8 months, man. You're looking at least 8 months. But think of all the fun shit you can do in 8 months. I'm just saying. Think of all the cool shit you can do in 8 months. And I don't mean 8 months and that, you're going to have this solid relationship. I mean 8 months to even start being on the right radar path of, I'm also going to say this, on the right radar path of multiple people. I don't believe that there is one soulmate right there that is just waiting for you. I think that yours has passed a long time ago, if that makes sense to you. Why y'all got to give me like hard questions that I'm worried about hurt your feels? All right. Kristen J. What is it that I need to hear from the universe? Before I ever got half of that question out, the very first thing I saw is a big, huge, fuzzy teddy bear. It is purple, dark, deep, plum purple in the middle and on its little ears and on its face. And the rest of it is like this pale blue. And it's just sitting there with its arms open. Okay. Okay. Maybe you need a hug. Maybe you need a hug. Maybe you just need to go buy yourself a new stuffed animal. I don't know. I'm just saying. The one thing I love about being an adult with adult monies is that if I want to go buy a doll, I can. And if I want to go buy something serious, I can. And if I want to buy a fucking fuggler, I can. And if I want to buy stones, I can. And I love it. I love it. Like, I still have to do the other things too that I don't want to buy. Like, I don't want to pay the electric company or, all that shit. But nobody can get mad at me for doing those other things. And it's great. And it's great. I didn't think about that whenever I was a kid. You know what I mean? Did y'all think about that when you were a kid? That, you couldn't wait to grow up because you couldn't wait to have your own place or your own house or freedom or drive or, whatever. You couldn't wait for those things. But did you ever think about all the toys that you wanted as a kid that you didn't get, either for Christmas or whatever, and now you can buy them? Did you ever think about that? I'm just saying. All right. Binksy is next. Will my current relationship last? Yes. Yes. Is it a forever relationship? No. Will it be an amazing friendship afterwards? Yes. Will you kind of drift apart later on? Yes. But will it last for right now? Yes. Yes. The two of you have a very unique understanding of each other, and I think that both of you are afraid to express that understanding. Just saying. Did Donna ever come back in? If y'all see Donna H again, let me know, because I'm happy to add her to tonight. Miss Alice P. I did get your message, by the way, Alice, with your place that I needed. So I got you. All right, Alice, what are my spirit guides trying to tell you? Stop trying to smell the flowers and eat them. I mean, obviously, like, realistically check and make sure that they're edible first, but I don't think that that's what that meant, and I think you know exactly what it meant. All right then. Miss Kathy is next. Did I see what you meant? You spelled your name wrong. I like it. I like it. That should be your alter ego. It's like on Rick and Morty, on the interdimensional cable episode where there's Michael and Pikel. I'm just saying, Michael and Pikel. It's so funny. All right, Kathy. Does my spirit team want me to contact them or leave them be? Girl, they are circling around you like fucking sharks, and it's not so much that they don't want you to contact them, it's that there is something that's keeping them outside the glass. All you got to do is remove the glass, and then it's going to be overwhelming. So be careful how much you remove the glass, like maybe just a little bit at a time. I mean, I think Jathy is awesome too. So you could blame, like, that could be your evil alter ego. I'm just saying, it could be your evil alter ego. I need an evil alter ego. Since so many people think I'm evil, since so many people think that I'm attacking witches and other witches and stuff like that, bitches, I ain't wasting my ingredients on that shit. I'd rather use all the ingredients for people that actually need it. I don't care what other people are doing. So yeah, I need an alter ego for that one. Biddy. It's Biddy. Biddy is my evil alter ego. Can't you just see that? Instead of Bodhi, it's Biddy. B-I-D-I. Biddy. Because it can't be Bindi, because Bindi Irwin is like the cutest little fucking thing that ever existed. So it can't be Bindi, so it has to be Biddy. Fucking Biddy. That's it, right there. Biddy. Because can't you see that? Some little old cackling thing, like the evil queen from Snow White when she's disguised and she's like, you see? See? Biddy. It's Biddy. It's not Bodhi, it's Biddy. I'm just saying. Okay, we should all have evil alter egos now. I'm just saying. Evil alter egos. I'm just saying. All right, Ronnie H. What's up, Ronnie? Will my daughter be happy this year? Yes, deliriously so, and it's going to drive you up the wall. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, deliriously so, and it's going to drive you up the wall. And 2, I've been manifesting something specific. Will it come to reality very soon? Once you see the girl with the stick straight blonde hair and the pink blouse, the pale pink blouse in a meeting, yes. And you know exactly what kind of meeting I'm talking about. She looks like a model and a Cupid doll simultaneously. But don't underestimate that one. Don't underestimate that one. Yeah, don't underestimate that one. And when you see her in the meeting, she's going to sit kind of sideways. And when she turns to like fully face the meeting, that's when you know. That's when you know. Okay? And what's funny is just reading the question as I was answering the first question that you put, I was seeing this lady already. I was like, that is not her daughter. But yeah, it's like super thick, like stick straight blonde hair. And the shirt, when I say baby pink, I mean baby pink. It's like super pale pink. Hmm. And then I need to know. I need to know. Inquiring Bodhies want to know if y'all don't think that I'm nosy after some of y'all's readings and stuff like that. Especially because I know the situation. Hmm. And if you message me back the other day, I will get to it tomorrow. I have almost got caught up with all those messages. I know there were some more that came in today that I didn't get to, but I was all excited. All right. All right. Next, we have KW. Would Friday night be a good night to do a cord cutting? No. Um, Wednesday. And I don't know if that means tonight or next Wednesday, but Wednesday. Friday will not be good because things are going to be put into place earlier than expected. So that fear that you wrote down right there is a logistical fear and will come to fruition. So Wednesday. Just saying. And by the way, if you guys don't want me to say your name at all, I can do that. If you want me to just say your initials, I can do that. If you want to give me another name to say, I can do that. I get it. I get it. All right. Olga. Will I go back and work for Bob? No. No, 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 no. The answer is like no 50, 100 bazillion times. I'm just saying. You're supposed to be working for a blonde man who constantly wears a bright blue shirt. So I don't know if this is a company where the uniform is a blue shirt. I don't know. But the answer is absolutely not. And it's not because it wouldn't be prosperous for you to go back and work for Bob. It's because Bob is not going to be here that much longer. And I don't really know what that means because I don't see Bob like passing. Bob, what you up to? Bubbly, is this you? I know I asked you how to say your name before. Or maybe it was somebody else that had the same gorgeous name. Vidhi. Vidhi, is that right? Why y'all over in like India and Tibet and like Pakistan and stuff? Why you guys gotta have the prettiest names, man? They really are. They're like, maybe because in the United States we have Sheila and Mandy and Susan. I think we had this conversation before though, and somebody was like, well, we don't have Karen here, and I think Karen is gorgeous. Anyway, okay. When will my financial breakthrough come through? Oh God, please don't hate me. I love you to death. 2 years. I see Legos. You are putting all of the Legos in place right now. And the problem is those Legos can only build a wall so fast. So right now, you're still building with those Legos and you're only like one Lego block deep and you've got to go like 10. So you're still building that. But I will say this, you are building those Legos faster than the universe expected. So the universe is shifting other stuff to bring that to you faster because you're going to have that 10 brick wall built very quickly. So keep doing exactly what it is that you're doing, the manifestations, the work, all those things. Keep doing all of that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I saw it only had one. So go for it. I wanted to give you the encouragement because like the universe is scrambling to keep up with you. Does that make sense? When do I see Mr. Right coming in? Why you gotta ask me that? Once that 10 brick wall is built, then the universe can focus on other things. So you're looking at 3 years. Why you all gotta ask me mean questions? Why you ask me mean questions? Good for you. Good for you. I love it. You can't see the questions from people. Are they on YouTube or TikTok? No, you register on my website. So one of the things that I started doing right off the bat when I used to do things on Cash App and PayPal and things. Time to freeze eggs. I can't with you. I used to do that like when I very first started on TikTok, like 2020, 2021. And then the scammers started in. I had my TikTok account blow up with a post that I did. And I started everything goes through my website. Everything goes through my website. And that's what I tell people, like if it's not the bluebodhi.com, if you did not purchase a ticket through the bluebodhi.com or the link was on my link tree or on my page, then it's not me. That it's not me. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's not me. That is how I have protected all of y'all from the bazillion and a half blue bohoohs out there because they can't spell. Because they can't spell. So yeah, if it does not go through thebluebodhi.com, I don't do anything for gifts. In none of that, because that way it also allows y'all to keep private if you need to, and that has also been invaluable for a lot of people. So yeah, no, they really can't spell. They really can't. I always like it too when they run out of ways to spell psychic. Like you you are a scammer extraordinaire when you are running out of ways to spell the word psychic. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's funny as hell though. I'm not gonna lie. It is so funny. It is so funny. Psychic medium, whoever. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, that is all of my list for this evening. Unless somebody else, ow, that was abrasive. Unless anybody else is wanting to grab the list, I will hang out for just a couple of minutes. Because I don't want to go yet. Because I see that there's a lot of y'all sitting there. There's a lot of y'all sitting there, so I'll wait. I shall wait. I shall wait. We have storms moving in, so uh it's been windy as hell here today. So in the morning, we're supposed to have storms tomorrow night, and they're talking about hail and shit like that. Oh no, not hail. So I gotta go get everything ready and put up in the morning. Bring some of my planted plants in. You have a question about my background setting? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's one thing about Oklahoma. I swear it's always fucking windy here. It's always windy here. And if it's not, it's like 9 million degrees. It's like any birthday rituals you can do. If your birthday's tomorrow, turn your phone off. Y'all don't think that's a ritual, but turning your phone off and just having peace, even if it's just for an hour. Yeah, turn your phone off. Cleansing bath, cleansing shower, turn your phone off. I'm just saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sheer amount of it's we have terrible humidity here, but the heat is just fucking ridiculous. It's just fucking ridiculous. You know? Just is. It just is. Yeah, that's crazy. You had little black hail rocks? Mm-mm. Oh, I'm glad that tornado missed you too. Holy shit. So after I've asked everybody's questions, how do I feel? I mean, glorious. I actually really liked this. Actually really like this. I just have to fight with myself. I just have to fight with myself. I already knew when I wrote like one question, one sentence. I already knew that wasn't gonna happen. I already knew. I already knew. I'm just saying. Might be filtered. Ah, okay. Yeah, if it's not showing up, then there's a word in there that's filtered. All right, Kathy, gotcha. I got your next one. So I'll be doing this every Wednesday, guys. What can I do to feel less blocked or slow with your practice? The opposite of what you're doing right now. So you need to slow down. You need to slow down. Speed up. So, speed up. Yeah, you need to slow down. Speed up. Oh, I love that albacore. Siphon. Just saying. Yeah. The doll with the hat. Which one? Let's see. This one? Or I'm trying to think. That one. Oh, this one here? So that one, I'll get back to questions in just a minute. This one right here actually doesn't have a hat. It has come here, sugar. Somebody glued hair on top of this baby. Somebody glued hair on top of this, and I'm just it needs to go away. Like it look at that. Look what they did to this poor thing. Like it is glued on there. It's glued up on there. I don't know. I feel so bad. Like it just yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one? The pretty race hat. I'm trying to think. Are you talking about the white one right there? See, it doesn't show on my end, it doesn't show the hats. But yeah, the one here, the white one. That one. So that one was gifted to me by the ladies that own the Doss house. Her name is Birdie. And so that is one that was found in the Doss house. And when I went, I'm trying to remember what we were doing. I don't remember what it was we were doing, but yeah, yeah. Her name is Birdie. I named her Birdie. But she was still in the box when they found her. She had never been taken out of the box. So I absolutely love her. I absolutely love her. Here, I will show you. I love her. That one right there. Yeah. Yeah. I absolutely love her. She's so pretty. And then that witchy one right there, I got at Ross of all places in Denver, Colorado when we were up there for the gem show. And she rode in the car with us all the way home. She stood in the window of the Airbnb. I'm sure the neighbors, and it was so funny because we rented this house or got this Airbnb in Denver that 100% was like a party house, right? Like there was a sand volleyball court in the back, hot tub. Like it was, I mean, we totally got it for the hot tub and all the room inside. Some of y'all remember that house. It was a couple years ago. But yeah, we put the little weird witch in the window. A couple times I thought that was actually somebody in the house. So I think Sass did too. Kind of fucked us up a little bit. But Kathy, slow down. I'm just gonna say, slow down. Don't listen to my kid. rushing forward is not helping anything right now. And so I think slowing down, because you're missing answers, if that makes sense. All right. KW. So next week on Wednesday. Yes. It's because I specifically heard Wednesday, and today is already Wednesday. I don't feel like it's today. I feel like it's next week. Which I will say this too. I also feel like the house will be empty. You're welcome, Kathy. So, all right, Ben. Ben S is next. Benny! What should you do to be successful? This is like a 4-part question. A 4-part answer. I'm just saying. A 4-part answer. 1, school. 2, pause in the direction you had been heading, because that direction is not for you right now. Anymore. It's not for you anymore. Whatever direction it was that you were trying to head, that is not the right direction. So school, pause, don't go down that one anymore. I don't know why, but I see this big golden circle like this. It looks like a plastic coin, and I don't know what that means. But it's huge. It's like the size of your face, like a dinner plate. It's a big, huge plastic coin. But it doesn't look like a penny. It actually looks like an antique coin, like from Caesar. It looks like it has Caesar's head on it. So I'm not sure what coin that would be. But he is facing to the left. If you're looking at the coin, he is facing to the left. Because apparently that's important. And then the last part to that question is, everybody is broken right now. Everybody is broke. Everybody is broken. Everybody is fucked up. Everybody is having a hard time. And don't be putting so much stress and anger back onto yourself that you're not as successful as you want to be right now at this point in your life. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You watched my walkthrough introducing you guys to the dolls. How did I acquire Theodore? So my same friends from the DOS house, they actually bought him at a local shop, and he was in a box. When she got him, he immediately went in a box. Theodore is never happy. It doesn't matter what I do with Theodore. He's not happy. The only time he was halfway happy is I laid him on this big black fuzzy pillow for a little bit, and he was chill, but now he's not happy. Again, I don't know. He's just a cranky shit. He is going to go to the reliquary with me this time. He is 100% going to go to the reliquary with me this time. He's not going to like it. But I have noticed that since Theodore has not been on that pillow, maybe I'll just put him back on the pillow and see if it changes. But the activity in here has, like, I think that Theodore is making it where nothing is coming through. But yeah. You're not sure which direction part you meant, though. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So if you're not sure which direction part I meant, I would say to just kind of put a kibosh on everything and just step back for a minute. And look at all the directions that you had been spinning your wheels in, and start there. Start there. All right, I got Ronnie H. What will my career bring this year? Flowers and green glass. Not vases, but green glass. But these aren't real flowers. They're either silk or they're beaded flowers. So I'm gonna say antiques. Man, what do you do? Because the green glass I see, it's not carnival glass, but it's similar. Some of the designs are similar. Yeah, what do you do? Ronnie. You're in IT. Okay. Oh, you have a guardian named Theodore that caught your attention because you make totems. Right on. Right on. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. That is a cranky ass old man in a little tiny doll body. Like, yeah, he's what is the one who is it? Walter from Jeff Dunham. That's him right there. Just saying. Just saying. All right, Amy L again. Do you see anything pertaining to my relationship? I'm going to tell you what I see, and you take it for what you need. Yes. A weird big, weirdly, a big black, not black, blue and gray and purple spinning thing, being. All it has, it looks like a tornado with arms and a head and two white eyes. So, I would dare to go out on a limb and say that this is probably not the relationship for you. There is an underlying danger, danger, Will Robinson there. And maybe that's a good danger, danger, Will Robinson, because sometimes that can be a certain. And then sometimes that is a no thing. So that sounds about right. Okay. So you kind of knew what I was saying then. Okay, all right. I feel a little better. Because I was like, this is weird. And this is what happened. All right. So Alejandra R is next, and I have 2 for you. Okay. So let me say this. On the first one, because it crosses the line into a little bit of medical stuff, I am going to preempt that by saying I would work with your doctor on that, okay? But when you said, will I be able to lose the weight? Not as much as you want to. That's why I work with your doctor. Work with your doctor. But anytime someone talks about going to a plant-based diet, I would have, now if you had told me this about 15 years ago, 16, 17 years ago, I would have been like, okay, because I 100% love my steak. I'm a meat eater. I love it, right? But one of the healthiest people that I know is vegan. She grew up vegan. She's been vegan her whole life. And she runs a couple of restaurants that are wildly successful. And they're like 2 of the top vegan restaurants in the state of Oklahoma. And that chick is so damn, that chick is so like insanely healthy. It's not even funny. Like it kind of makes me wish that I'd been able to eat like that as a kid, but it's okay. We did eat a lot of plant-based stuff when I was a kid. A lot. My mom always had a garden, like things like that. So I'm gonna say this: if I really don't like answering those types, I'm always gonna preempt that with, please work with your doctor on that. And I even whenever I do herbal stuff, apothecary stuff, that I say that as well. I work with a lot of patients that, well, they're not my patients, but I work with a lot of people that have terminal illnesses and so on. And a lot of you guys know that I'm diabetic and I still work with my doctor, but I am a firm believer in the fact that herbs and plants can help our bodies more than anything. When I first got, and I'll answer your second question just a second and go on from there. When I first got diagnosed with diabetes, it was in 2014, like September of 2014. And they immediately put me on metformin and glipizide and like all this shit that was so hard on my body. That's when I found out that glipizide goes and crashes the shit out of me. Almost ended up in the emergency room because my sugar got so low because they were telling me to take an entire glipizide. That was not a good idea. And so I found out really quickly, like I am super uber sensitive to medications. That's just me. Okay. Me. And even though I'm a redhead and it takes more anesthesia, it takes more pain pills, like all of that stuff, I am, like Sass can attest that anybody who's been around me physically for any length of time, mega sensitive to anything. Like my tolerance for the devil's lettuce is so fucking low, and it doesn't like I can take a 10. I'm going to be very careful saying this because apparently I'm not cool enough to be able to say this stuff on TikTok and not get the cranky hammer. But I can take a 10 thing, a little square of gummy things, of candy things, of weedy weed things that is 10. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all smell what I'm smoking. I can cut it in half, which would be 5. I can cut it half again, which would be 2.5, and I can cut it in half again, and it fucks me up. That's how sensitive my system is. And it's not because I don't do the things. It's not because I don't like it to smoke at those things. Because I do. But I am so fucking sensitive. That is the extent. Like if I take the 2.5, I am toasted over the rainbow and passed out. Like it's insane. It's insane. So I'm super uber sensitive. That being said, when I found out I was diabetic and they put me on all these medications, and then I found out a few months later that I had epilepsy instead of I do have migraines, but they were telling me that all of my hemiplegic migraines were hemiplegic migraines and some of them were seizures. And so then they put me on medications for that. And the side effects were worse than anything. So that's when I started learning herbalism and I became a master herbalist and so on. And mainly it was for my own self to try to treat some of my own things. And I started weaning myself off my medicines with my doctor's help. Okay. I didn't just cold turkey it. I didn't just be like, fuck you, and, stop taking shit. Please don't do that. Okay. Because some of the medications that everybody's on, y'all are on, I'm on, I was on, whatever, you can't just cold turkey them. Okay. So please, I cannot beg you enough. If you have reservations about something, talk to your doctor. If you want to, change treatment, talk to your, like, please. But I started, changing things and incorporating herbs in, and I was able to get off everything but like 2 things out of 12. At one point I was on 12 medications a day. And that's not even counting that 2 of them were 2 times a day. So you're talking so many fucking pills. It was not even funny. And so I was able to get back off of those things. But I worked very closely with my doctor and, did all of that. I am a firm believer in herbal medicine and plant medications and things like that. So right now, even though I have diabetes, I have epilepsy, I have a heart problem. And I have massive migraines. Now, migraines, I do have a prescription for stuff for that I use sparingly because I just don't like to take shit. I take a ton of Tylenol and ibuprofen, and that's about it. And then I'm on diabetic shots and a blood pressure medicine, and that's it. So 2 medications that I'm on constantly, like blood pressure and diabetes medicine. And then the migraine ones, I need it when I need it. So I'm going to consider that a win. You know what I mean? Just saying. All right. So the second one for Alejandra is, will finances improve in the second half of 2026? They're actually going to improve much faster than you think that they are. This is because of a job opportunity that is coming your way. And I think at first it's going to start as a secondary job, a side hustle, whatever, and just explode into something more. So it's not something that you have to start. Somebody is going to bring this to you. And just be careful with what it is. It has a lot of lavender to do with it, what the color lavender. not the plant. If that makes sense. Just saying. Jesse's next. Do you see my business becoming profitable? This is gonna sound fucking weird. Bananas. As I'm reading your question, I literally saw bananas, a bunch of bananas. A bunch of bananas. And I don't know what that means. But I saw a bunch of bananas. So and that's the only thing that I can tell you. I don't know why. So, my advice is going to be look up the spiritual meaning of bananas. Now I want to know. Now I want to know. Anybody else go Bananas when you're spelling bananas? You can't make this fucking shit up. I had to look it up. I'm going to read you word for word what it says, okay? Ready? I don't know if Jesse's still here. Spiritually, the banana symbolizes prosperity, fertility, and spiritual awakening. Because the plant continuously sprouts new shoots from its base without dying, it represents a cycle of rebirth and unending growth. It's also seen as a sign of divine nourishment and pure, humble fruits of one's labor. This is when I say you can't make this shit up. Mm-hmm. Bananas. Right? That is bananas. That's what I was like. And then as I'm typing it out, I'm like, Bananas. I mean, there you go, Jesse. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. That's funny. Every one of y'all is going to be singing that song now. Bananas. You know it. I know it. We all know it. We all know it. And then my brain immediately went into be aggressive. Be aggressive. I mean, it's really funny. It's really funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with TikTok. And so I'm curious too, those of y'all that are having the most problems with TikTok over there, are you in the United States or out of the United States? Just saying. Just saying. It's another reason why I said that you guys should watch the UK witches in the morning. Like if you're in the United States, you should be watching people across the pond in the morning. I have a lot of things on my feed that I didn't know were going on. Just saying. What I'm saying. I'm just saying. You really need this timeline just to work with you on your weight. I can't with you. That's funny, Paranormal Sandbox. You know, because I see there are a couple other people that are checking out, and then we'll go from. I'm waiting. Y'all have till 10:30 to get on the list. Sass shared a video with me well, it's a little bit ago. I don't want to say this morning because it wasn't. It was like 6 o'clock. Of somebody that said that the Earth, the frequency had dropped all the way down to 3, shot up to 30, and then blacked out. I was looking on the Schumann to see if I could find that. There were some times when the frequency went down into the 3s over the last couple of days, but I didn't see it go down and then shoot up. There was a whole bunch of like it shooting up and then down and then normal and then down again. But that's something that's also because I've been watching the Schumann for a long time. And I find it interesting that no one realizes that you can see all of that stuff. So if you have the Schumann resonances app on your phone, then you can actually see all of it all the time. And you can go back and look at the history. So the frequency goes up and down all the time. Anytime that we have like a solar flare, a ton of like electromagnetic activity, like a lot of lightning in the atmosphere. So for a couple weeks, for an example, a couple weeks ago, there was a time, I swear, from like Oklahoma all the way up to Chicago and all the way over was like storms. Y'all remember that? It was insane. That showed on the resonance, that showed on the Schumann resonances. So all of those things affect the frequencies, they affect everything. So when you guys are looking at the Schumann, don't just look at the top, like really pretty colored one. Look at all of them. Learn what they are and learn how to read them, because frequencies fuck with you. If your body and your body, your mind, your electromagnetic field, well, let's just talk about you, not like pets and plants and everything else. So if your meat sack is used to everything being at 7.3 to like 7.7, right? If you are used to that and then suddenly it drops, how are you going to feel? Or suddenly it spikes, how are you going to feel? Usually when it spikes, that's when everybody gets really bad headaches, nasty dreams, they feel like shit, their energy's in the shitter. I have found, this is just with me personally, and y'all start experimenting and watch. I have found that whenever those frequencies drop, I feel glorious. I feel like I could bench press the world. I feel like I could do anything that ever was a thought in my head. So when they get low, it affects me motivationally. And so then I'm like, that's weird, you know. But y'all start paying attention to that. So start paying attention to that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, we could all go down the rabbit holes with that. We could all go down the rabbit holes with that. But low level frequencies affect the body in interesting ways, just like high level frequencies do. Sass and I were talking about that. We need to do a podcast episode on that, Sass. I'm just saying, on the low frequencies, because here's what's funny, how the world works, how the universe works in mysterious ways. Last Friday, I had breakfast with my dad, and he goes every Friday and has breakfast at one of the local places here. And there's a whole big old group of guys, and sometimes their wives and stuff like that join him. And my dad calls it the Liars Club, right? And so I went and had met him for breakfast. Well, by the time I got there, most of the Liars Club had already, gone on about their day, because I didn't get there till like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and they get there at 7:30. But I'm up late with y'all doing Reiki on Thursdays, so I didn't get there at Buttcracker early. So there were only a few people. And one of the gentlemen that was sitting there, we started talking about the paranormal and frequencies and stuff like that. And so he specifically mentioned like low level frequencies can make you see ghosts, can make you have paranormal experiences. And I was like, well, that's really interesting. And so I was telling Sass about it, and she was like, yeah. She was like, I just fall down the rabbit hole on that the other day. And so then we're both talking about it. And yeah, so it was just interesting, because that answered a question for me that I had for the universe. So I found it really, really interesting that randomly somebody I'd never ever met before just brought it up in conversation. Don't you love how the world works? Don't you love how the universe works? I'm just saying, don't you love how the universe works? Just saying, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Ooh, why am I yawning? So I have noticed that, like, it doesn't matter what kind of reads I do. I'm usually worn out at the end of the evening. At the end of the evening, energetically. It's always been that way though. So it's not just that I why are you doing what you're doing? Okay. There we go. It's not just that I get super tired or whatever. It's that it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, it's a lot. I see that somebody is over there. I'm gonna wait for the list to refresh, and we'll go from there. The lizard from your reading is driving you nuts. Did you look up the spiritual meaning of that, or what kind of lizards are that crazy bright green? Yeah, I want to know, Steph. I want to know. I'm like, I wish I could even say like, dude, I'm just really high and I just saw a lizard, but I'm not. Like sometimes I wish I could be like, man, I'm just really high. But no, I usually have to do the fun green stuff that starts with the I because my brain won't shut the fuck up and I can't sleep. Or I need it to calm down seizure activity. So there's that. So there's that. I see Fran over there saying that you're out of the US and that wouldn't let you watch me on TikTok. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see it. It's all right. Okay. I see your message there, Toysy. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I've been waiting for this to update and it's still not updating. So yeah, it's taking its sweet ass little time. So yes, the Gemini readings for this week, or the this week's Gemini reading. Okay, that's funny. All I remember of this week's Gemini reading was to keep our phones charged, and I swear every time I look at my phone, it's at 20% or less. Dude, that's funny. So, for those of you guys that didn't get to watch the Sunday sermon, for those of you guys that didn't get to watch the free class, for those of you guys that didn't get to watch the zodiac reads for this week, the full version of the zodiac reads is now on my YouTube. The full version of the Sunday sermon without it cutting out repeatedly is on my YouTube. All of those things are on my YouTube. I did get them all done and done. So I was proud of myself. So those things without all the pauses and crap are over there. So yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to answer some messages and then I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to go to bed. So yeah, but Sunday sermon is over there. I did send out an email. I'm going to give you guys some updates, some little announcements first. I did send out an email that there's not going to be classes. Today was my own fault. And then this evening, I'm giving you guys a couple weeks off. So no classes. There was no classes today. There will not be classes on Wednesday of next week either. Something in my gut said just go ahead and take 2 weeks off. I'll be traveling this weekend, and then we have a whole bunch of stuff to get ready for Creep It Real and so on. It's going to be insane in the membrane. And so my brain was just like, you know what, just take a couple weeks. So y'all that are in classes get a summer break. So enjoy your summer break for 2 weeks there. Don't forget that every single Sunday, so this coming Sunday, we will still have the practical magic class, the free practical magic class. I have Sunday sermon set for after that, but I think that I'm just going to move it. I might just, you know what I'll do? I will just go ahead and video it and put it out for release at noon Central on Sunday on YouTube. So that will be over there. I will get that done. And that way I don't have to worry about it. Y'all still get your feelings hurt. It'll be great. I'll listen to it in the car and get my feelings hurt. It'll be great. But don't forget that on the 20th, at 8, it'll be 8 o'clock Central Time. I will be in the Doll Museum at Creep It Real that evening. But at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, I have a big, humongous, massive announcement that you guys do not want to miss. I can't wait. But I'm being a good girl and I'm waiting, but I'm going to make it then. I will also put out a video and I will talk about it on Monday on Reiki and Zodiacs and all of that jazz mataz, because you guys don't want to miss it. Y'all are going to shit cookies and then some, and it'll be great. Great. So those of you guys that had classes, I will see you guys the week of the 22nd, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll go from there. But I will see you tomorrow for Reiki. All right. I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow.